All right, everybody, here we've got the front differential I pulled out of the 2003 Kawasaki Prairie 650. You can tell by some of these bearings. It's the seal. And the interior here, it's not in the greatest condition. However, ironically and unbelievably, this thing worked when I drove it in the garage. Drove it over my lift, and in order to get it over my lift, you have to put it in four-wheel drives, otherwise the front tires just push the lift because the lift is on wheels. So that worked. It engaged in four-wheel drive, spun the tires. However, when I went to drain the oil out of it, there was no oil in it. So this thing got torn completely apart, and as you can see, I've got some of the side cases taken off here. The needle bearings on the output shaft, those are all falling apart. Those are going to get tossed. All the seals are going to get tossed. The ring gear doesn't look like it's got irregular wear. It's going to have to get cleaned up and looked at more closely. But next step was to pull the pinion out. And here's your input and your collar for engaging four-wheel drive, all that with the servo motor here. So we've got that pulled out. And then the next part is to get that nut. There's a nut there that has to come out, and you need a special tool. So I purchased this off Amazon, paid for it all. So that's what we're going to be using to remove the pinion from this differential. So here's what it looks like, and we're going to see if it works and how well it works. So it looks to me like we're gonna have to try to pop the seal out of here first. It's gotta get thrown out anyway. Quite dirty in there. Probably isn't going to come out the easiest with all this gunk in here. So you can see this spins inside of here, and then this engages on that outer nut. So let's give it a shot. Alright, I believe that's fully seated. Now I gotta get a wrench. Looks to be fully intact, not damaged. See some Loctite on there yet? And there's your pinion. There's my gunky mess. So that was pretty straightforward. Sometimes having the right tool pays off. No, I think you're supposed to be able to take this nut off to be able to get this bearing out to change that. We'll pull that off with a standard socket, but because that bearing is toast. But this goes on here after the fact. So there you go, pulling the pinion out of your front differential of your Kawasaki Prairie, or I think Brute Force. Some of the others are same deal, but get the right tool. If you're only gonna ever use it once, sell it online. Otherwise, having the right tool around, it's always nice.